did a Stuck Mojo reunion show about a year ago. The goal was to do a reunion record. And after doing 3 reunion shows, we just realized it wasn't going to work. For the same reasons it didn't work the first time. But we'd already started the process into making this new album. And I knew that I wanted to work with Andy because the best records in my career were done partnering with Andy. And Andy's not a producer in the sense that he sits in the back of the room with a cigar and says, do that again. So Andy's then takes up part of that responsibility of being another member of the band to bounce ideas off of, help me creatively.
It's nice to have that other opinion, even if you don't agree with it, but someone just if you've got a bit of a doubt about something in your head, just say, what do you think to this? And get, if you've got 2 ideas knocking around.
I met Andy, was it 1996?
March, April 97, I think, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
We met by the dumpsters behind Rock City.
That doesn't say much.
I'm an eclectic music fan. I love American AOR rock from the late 70s, and I like even some of that yacht rock, soft rock stuff. I love disco. Like I love, because that's music I grew up on. When I was 10 years old, the first thing I hear is the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. So it's ingrained in my psyche is like, these are the albums I heard. Then I hear AC/DC and Ted Nugent and Ozzy, and then I fall in love with metal. Problem with having so many influences that you'd become unaware of straying too far from who this band is as an artist. And that's what Andy has been super valuable for, just to thump me on the head and say, I know that you like REO Speedwagon, but there's no way you should put that in this song.
People seem to think they can take this sound from this and this from this and just gel it all together and think it will happen, when it won't happen. You've got to ask yourself, what is our sound? What is the sound of the band? How does this band sound as a whole? What's going to make that? What's the big picture?
We recorded drums at a place called Madison, which was a famous old studio in Atlanta that used to be called Exoset. Did a lot of rock and rap records. And the desk came out of Southern Tracks, which is a famous old studio in Atlanta. So this desk had done lots of big records.
Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, I think, they've been done on that desk.
Yeah, Korn, Black Crowes, all of these big, King's X, Dogman, all of these records were done on this console. And we were excited, obviously, because it's always neat when you know that console had these, sounds going through it.
I think we got a really good drum sound on it, actually. Obviously, Frank hits it like he means it.
Yeah, he was super prepared too.
Yeah.
Frank, our drummer, is really good, and I think part of that comes from he's made a lot of records and he's worked with Sneap a bunch, and the chemistry was already there. Frank and I have known each other since 1988. We went to go see Metallica on the And Justice for All tour together as kids, so we've been friends, and I think that chemistry has really, been a big part of the Stuck Mojo sound. I got a tweet from a guitar player who said that he got a review in a Canadian metal website. So I click on see this band to see this frontman that absolutely blew my mind. Now, I just contacted him through Twitter and I said, would you like to come to Atlanta to maybe do some guest vocals on a new Stuck Mojo record? He was a big Stuck Mojo fan. He was really familiar with the whole back catalog. And so he came to Atlanta. I flew him down from Montreal, Canada. And he and I wrote for a few days. And he was brilliant. He was very respectful of the process. He wasn't so cocksure of himself that he came and started to dictate how things should go. And I liked working with him because I knew that every lyric, every verse was important to him. Nothing was throwaway. We got so much work done in a short period of time that I immediately told my manager, this is the guy. I mean, I knew he was the guy when I saw the video, and now I know he's the guy because I know I could live in a hotel with him. I know I could live on an airplane, in a bus, or a van with the guy. His name's Robbie J, and he's from Montreal, Canada, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear him because he's an amazing artist. Well, when it came to writing the lyrics for the record, I wanted to follow Stuck Mojo's fine tradition of being one part equally offensive and 2 parts being completely offensive. Stuck Mojo is the only band that I'm aware of that walks around throwing hand grenades at people at will, and I love that about this band. the new lyrics on this album follow that kind of path of we want to say things that we believe in, but we don't want to pick topics that we believe in that have been said a million times to the point of nausea. And so this album, the mantra is, fuck you, I don't care what you say, and we're going to say things that you're going to find offensive, and you're probably going to try to label us as hate mongers. The name of the album is Here Come the Infidels.
Here come the infidels.